Hi, I'm a Jungle Lala and welcome to another one of my Creative World creations. Today we're going to be making a moving escalator. You can make it go up or down, and then if you're going the wrong way on it, it will not move you. This is much like the moving walkway I put out before, but there are a few differences. So I thought I'd do a video on this too. Let's take a look at what you need. You'll need a command block, 2 if you're going north, some black wool, some diorite wall or whatever kind of wall you want, a redstone repeater, a redstone comparator, a redstone torch, maybe 4 redstone, and whatever building blocks you like to refill in your floors, since we're going to be doing part of this underground or under your floor. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so first we're going to build the escalator itself. I'm doing this going north because that's the hardest, but if you're going any of the other directions, I will let you know what you need to do different. So let's just build this up. And then put your walls on either side. Just one higher up than the actual escalator part, just to keep people in line so they don't accidentally walk off. And then onto your floor. And I'm going to go ahead and just extend that slightly. Okay. Now onto the actual mechanics. I'm just going to dig out 3 by 3 in front of this, and 3 deep also. And then I'm facing the walkway here. That one in the middle in front of me, I'm going to put down the command block. Well, if you're facing any direction but north, you are only going to need 1 command block. But if you're facing north, you're going to need another command block 2 over from that. And then you're going to need to do your redstone like that. And just a note here, the reason that I am doing the redstone and the comparator and the repeater is because I'm making a little clock to make this go kind of slow, a little bit, well, slightly slow, like you saw before. To make it a little realistic. But if you want it to go lightning fast, you can just skip all this and instead make these block type repeat and redstone always active, and just no redstone, no comparator, no repeater, and you'll have it not lightning fast. But assuming you're not doing it that way, you need comparator there, repeater there, and this is making a little redstone clock. Wrapping around the bits there, and then a redstone torch in the back, and knock this to negative so that it blinks and flashes like that. Again, if you are going any direction but north, this bit, this bit, this bit, and that other command block are not needed. But if you are going north, you need to do that. Speaking of what direction you're going, let me go over that real quick. If when you move towards your walkway, you're going in a negative Z direction, meaning your Z is going down as you go, that is north. If your Z is going up, you're going south. If your X is going up, you're going east. And if your X is going down, you're going west. That's real important to note. The other thing that is important for you to know is when you are standing on this bottom block, what your position is. So once you know those things, you can actually set the commands for your command blocks. So this is an execute command. You're going to execute at the closest player, which is at P. And then RYM is your minimum horizontal rotation and RY is your maximum horizontal rotation. I like to have it 45 degrees, well, a 45-degree give in either way. What that does is it means you can be going about, looking about like that and about like that, and it'll still work. But if you're looking kind of anywhere in this range, it won't work. And that is also what keeps it from moving you if you're going the wrong way on it. Then you have your X, Y, and Z, which is the location of your bottom block there. And you have, if when you're walking towards your escalator, you have movement on the Z, you want DZ. And if you have movement on the X, you want DX. And that's going to be positive or negative depending on whether your X or Z is going up or down. You're also going to have, and I don't have it in here, but you're going to have a dy as well, which is going to be equal to the number of, excuse me, the number of steps that you have minus 2. So I have 6 steps, so it's going to be 4. Now the reason for that is that, first of all, it doesn't kick in until you're on the bottom step. And then when you're on the top step, you don't want it to keep moving you upward. The next bit is that it affects you wherever you are, so tilde, tilde, tilde. But of course, because we have this limited to this X, Y, and Z, that's really going to be the X, Y, and Z plus the dy and dz. And then it's going to detect the block under you, and if that is wool 15, which is black wool, which is the reason we're using black wool and not any other kind of block for that, then it's going to teleport you 1 up. So that's a 1 on Y, and then you're going to need a positive or negative number on your X or your Z next to the tilde, depending on what direction you're facing. So for me, I'm going north, so that's a -1 on Z. That's going to propel me forward. Okay, oh, one more thing. Now, because I'm going north, I'm going to have one command block that has the RY minimum at 135 and the RY maximum at 180. And the other block is going to be RY minimum of -180 and RY maximum of -135. That's because of a little weirdness about Bedrock, which has north being both 180 and -180, but you can't put in a number that is greater than 180 or less than -180, and you can't have the RY minimum be greater than the RY maximum. So that's why we end up needing 2 blocks for that. But if you're facing any other direction, I'll go ahead and give you what you need for your RY minimum and RY maximum. So let's say you're facing south. Your RY minimum is going to be -45 and your RY is going to be 45. East, your RYM is -135 and your RY is -45. And west, your RYM is 45 and your RY is 135. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my second block there. Very, very similar. Missing the DY here, so I'll just put that in. This is the other RYM to RY range that I need for going north. Then I'm just going to fill all this in. And we should be in business. There we go. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed our creation today, and I'll see you next time.